Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the toxic women that you absolutely need to avoid. Let's jump right into it. Honestly, this is just years of experience wrapped into probably 10 minutes. I'm motivated to make this because I just see a lot of young men falling into the same trap, and I'm tired of seeing it, and I don't want that to happen again. The first kind of woman that you absolutely need to avoid is the baddie. This woman can literally destroy your life. I've been through it. Thankfully, I got out, but I got out through the skin of my teeth. And it wasn't easy and it wasn't pretty. One of the reasons you need to avoid the baddie is because when you encounter a baddie, her first priority is to herself. Her priority is not going to be you. It's going to be about what you can do for her, how you can make her comfortable, how you can make her happy. Now, fair warning, I'm a Christian, so I like to bring everything back to the gospel and back to Jesus Christ. First of all, you need to understand that the baddie is controlled by demonic spirits. And I'm not trying to sound kooky, but I just got to keep it a buck. Her goal and her God is money. Her goal and her God is fame. And she will do any and everything she can to serve her God and to get ahead. And it'll be at no cost. It'll be at no cost to her, but it'll cost you everything. Please hear my heart and hear what I'm trying to say, because this is the difference between life and death. This is the difference between you being successful in life and having a successful relationship versus you being down in the dumps. And when they're done with you and finished with you, she's going to continue to take. And when she's finished, she's going to throw you to the side and go find another simp. Okay? And you have to understand there's a price that you have to pay. And I always say this. I know in our culture, they teach y'all to always go for the baddie. Or I want a baddie. But y'all don't know what comes with looking for a baddie. This is what's going to come with it. Now, if you looking to have a good time and you just want to have fun, and you just want to sleep around, and you don't mind what you putting into it and the amount of money that you're putting into it, I don't encourage this, because again, there's a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death, just like the Bible says. But if you're a man and you're looking for love and affection and sincerity, and you're looking for a future, don't look over there. Because you're not going to make it far. You absolutely not. The baddie's not going to respect you. She's not going to care for you. And like I said, it's not going to be about her loving you. It's going to be about what you can do for her. Because her God is money. She worships money. And she'll do any and everything that she can to get money. She'll get with you because you may be in a place where, socially, economically, you in a place where otherwise she wouldn't be able to get to. You understand what I'm saying? So fellas, please avoid the baddies, right? Avoid the baddie. Ain't nothing good gonna come from that. Everything is gonna be transactional. But there's a part where I kind of pity them, because when you come from a home where, especially them, they come from homes where, the mom was a boss, and the mom called the shots, and dad was a simp. So if you teaching your daughter, hey, you need to get a man for what he can do for you only versus who he is as a man, then these are the ideals that you're going to have and that you're going to live by. You're going to live by those ideals. They're devoid of any sort of emotion. They're devoid of any sort of interaction, they're hollow. They're hollow women. So be mindful. Look out for the baddie. Avoid the baddies at all costs. The second kind of woman that you need to avoid is what I call the user. These kinds of women, let me tell you, they're on another level. The user is, now let me say this. A woman can come from a good home. She can come from a good family. She can come from, a great background. Mother, father is present. Now, you need to understand that the baddie and the user, they're similar, but they're different. They're similar in the sense of, what can I get from you? But the big difference is the user can also come in a package of the girl next door. I'm respectable, I'm honest, I'm kind, but in secret, she's plotting against you. She has a con going on, and you'll be none the wiser. You'll be none the wiser. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes are in this position now because, 10, 15 years they've been married, they got 2-3 kids. And then when you hit, that next level that men do usually hit later on in life, she's like, I'm not happy and I want to leave. And then now you stuck on stupid, like, well, what happened? I was working hard. I've been there for you. We took vacations. I was a good father. I did everything I can to make you comfortable. Why do you want to leave? A lot of dudes are going through that right now. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of dudes. You literally trying to figure out where did I go wrong and what did I do wrong? But I'm here to encourage you fellas that are in this situation. You did nothing wrong. You got with a woman that played you and you were a con, and she had a con going on, and you just was the mark. You didn't know it. You found out you was the mark 10, 15 years later. These women, they're regular. They come in, they're average looking women. You understand what I'm saying? They play a good game. They play a real good game. But then when she's coming at you, telling you you're not happy, and you just really sit down and really start looking into the past and looking at everything over the years, hindsight, you'll realize that, wow, the love that I have for this woman blinded me. But then you start to see the mistakes you was making early on. Number one, the simping. You know what I'm saying? And she played you, and the user has a great way of of hiding. What can you do for me? But she hides it. She's subtle, almost snake-like. You won't see when she attacks you. You won't even realize that you've been bitten. That's how good she is. You understand what I'm saying? That's how good she is. You won't know when she's bitten you. And then she makes off with your millions or your hard work, and she takes everything, and she'll even take your kids from you too. Avoid the user. If you're in a relationship and it's all about what you're putting in and what you're giving her, and if she's not putting anything or giving you anything, you need to run. Like I said, the difference between the baddie and the user is they both have the same attitude and mentality. But the difference is they're well behaved. They're very well behaved. They're nice. They're kind. They're good at manipulating you. So you won't know that you're being used. You won't know that she playing you. This is why it's important as men that we're tapped in spiritually, tuned into God, tuned into to hearing God, so that you can avoid this. Because you'll never know. But if you have a close relationship with the Lord, and you really next to God, and you really spending time with God, He's going to tell you, son, daughter. And this comes in the form of men too, by the way. But we focused on the women right now, and we'll get later. We'll go to the men later. When you tapped into God, God is gonna tell you, son, this is not where I'm at. Move on. Here, look, here's her motives, and he'll tell you in dreams or visions or whatever, even in the word, in the Bible. But when he speaks, listen, those guys that are in it 10, 15 years later, they find out there ain't nothing we can do for them. The only person that can save them is God. And if you in this situation, you're going to lose a little bit. You may lose a lot, because now you praying to God, Lord, fix my relationship, not knowing that you've been a mark this whole time, and she been playing you. She been playing you. She never meant to stay with you or love you. Her goal was, I'm going to wait for him, and I'm going to take everything he got. All his hard work, I'm going to take it and run off. And they're into the long game, so they'll be patient and wait for 10, 15 years. This is even happened to celebrity men. Don't do it. Avoid the user. Understand the difference between a baddie and a user is the users, they're very well behaved. They're very respectful, and they often come from great families. But again, the mother, even though she's well behaved, is in secret going to put things in her daughter's mind and say, hey, look out, be careful, go and this is what you can get out of it. So far we have the baddie, the user. The last but not least, be careful for the I'm better than a man and I know it all. This kind of woman, you get involved with her, oh my God. This one is real difficult. Again, her environment, she has become this way because of her environment and where she comes from. You dig what I'm saying? They usually come from homes where, just like the baddie, the mother's the boss. Everything she says goes. Daddy's a simp. And when daddy wants to step in and put his foot down because of the way she's dressing or bringing home a boyfriend or whatever it is, the mom comes in and emasculates him so much that he has no say in the matter of his daughter. He ain't got no say because the mom is calling the shots. She's calling the shots. You understand what I'm saying? She's calling the shots. These women, I'm better than a man, I'm the know-it-all. They believe in their mind that the world is able to operate only because of them. They believe that they're God's greatest gift to mankind, and they believe they're better than men. And they also believe that anything that a man can do, they can do, but even better. This kind of woman will not be married. They will oftentimes be married a couple of times. And these women usually look for simps or men that they can control, because no masculine, respectful, hardworking man is going to put up with them or tolerate that behavior. And if there's anything that a man does not like, is a woman who thinks or shows off the energy that I'm better than you and I know more than you. If a man sees that or smells that from a mile away, he's not going to approach you. But these are the same women that's going to say, we're all the good men. How come I ain't got no men approaching me? But then they have this attitude and they emit this. It's embedded in them. Because it's embedded in them, they emit this energy where it's like, well, I'm better than you. Don't even walk my way. I know more than you. Hey, if you meet a man, this is for the ladies. If you meet a man and you think you better than them, you better play dumb. Because if that man senses that man ain't going to approach you. But that's neither here nor there. So fellas, avoid the I'm better than a man and I'm a know-it-all. Avoid those women. Your life is going to be miserable. Absolutely miserable. That relationship is not built on love. That relationship is going to be built on whatever I say goes. And I'm a better leader as a woman than I'm a better leader as a woman than you are a leader as a man. That's her mentality. That's her mentality. Do your best, guys. Avoid this. Avoid them. So, that's all I have to say for today. Please like, share, and subscribe to Rampage Talks. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys soon. God bless. Remember, get connected, find a church, and start your spiritual journey, because a lot of times you're not going to know these things. But if you have a relationship with the Lord and God, He's gonna speak to you to avoid these kinds of women. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.